Shit, I already fucked up. Good morning. You already okay. Good morning, Arrakis. Welcome back to the land where we stress out about spice, water, and the existential crisis of watching Corrino win by hegemony yet again. We're back for another
Yeah, I
tourney.
don't think that's gonna happen this game. At least not likely. I have my money on the Baron Choming, as always.
That's a very good point. Today we have another finals match between four Titans. Unfortunately, Horus Ra is sick, so we have a replacement.
The Baron had to be tagged in. He already played some of the semifinals, and I believe he played in some of the finals before, but he never got to win. So this is his chance, I guess.
First, of course, we have the fattest of the fat. Playing as Harkonnen is the Baron himself, the man who loves spice more than anything.
Spice and the money.
Spice and the money. Next, playing as smugglers, the people who are in charge of all the underworld, we have Lolgec.
Indeed, I have not seen Lolgec play on Smugglers yet, but he seems to be knowing what he's doing. Although I'm surprised he's not already double capping as is tradition.
Well, you are, in my personal opinion, the go-to smuggler player, so I will ask for much of your insight about his play.
Yeah, usually when you start as smugglers, you want to get to like 70 authority and then double cap a region that makes you some money, and also hopefully you get a mineral region, because if you get a mineral region you won't have class creep problems. But as a smugglers you can run into the issue of it's a very close balancing act of having early cash to establish your UHQs and buy up some chone, and also be able to expand your own bases.
At your service, my lady.
Playing as the people who want to color this brown planet green, we have the people who love to make oh my goodness, I messed it up. Making the grandest of painting, playing as Ecaz, we have Zis. You have personal experience playing against it. Can you tell us about that?
I hate myself for losing to this. I was off asleep in that game, and I apologize to him for not actually even playing, basically. But yeah, he's a very good player, very seasoned. He's played in the. I'm not sure if he's played a lot of these weekly games, but he definitely played his game a lot, and he knows what he's doing. Although I haven't seen him play Ecaz, so I'm very, very excited and interested to see how he plays with his faction.
When I was watching some of his replays, I was seeing that he's pretty good at being political within the chat and kind of swerving, manipulating the other people in the lobby to do exactly what he wanted.
Oh, that sounds interesting. And in the game I played with him, there wasn't much. Wasn't much chance for that. So
he was making a lot of whispers to people just to kind of swerve them to either focus on Corrino or, convince them that killing you was not a big problem.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, killing Corrino is every lobby's number one priority, or should be at least. So.
You would think so, but I've run into many situations where they kind of let them go do what they want. But with these high-level players, hopefully we'll see they actually put up a threat.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how it's going to go down, because it's a very, very, very dangerous balancing act to focus on your own expansion, right? Because obviously you want to be the one to win, and also at the same time put down Corrino enough that they are incapable of doing their plus 130 passive hedge push, right? So.
Mm-hmm.
Our lives are
Speaking of Corrino,
so it's going to be interesting.
Speaking of Corrino, last but not least, we have the Grand Unholy Emperor himself playing as the leader of all mankind. We have Angelilio.
Angelero.
For some reason, I wanted to call him
Yeah.
Angelico, but then I reread his name and I was very mistaken.
Yeah, Angoleiro is also like an extremely seasoned player, so
I watched him as
I'm excited to see. Yeah, I'm excited to see how he plays this game. In the brief game I played against him when I was trying out Ecaz, he stomped the lobby alone. Like by month 3, it was obvious he was going to win because he had a second base and everything. So he seems to be focusing on fast booming on Corrino. I wonder if he's going to do that here as well.
Well, talking about fast booming, let's talk about the councils everyone has. Starting with Corrino, I believe he is running with Whimsia and Hashir, I believe his name.
It's Fenric. Yeah, it's Fenric. Interesting choice there. I personally would go for Aramsham for that early aggression, especially in the lobby where smugglers are a potential problem. But we'll see if it pays out. For now, it seems his pawn is blessed.
He actually seems to be spawned pretty far from the smugglers, which gives him lots of space. So I think I'm interested to see what he's going to do with maybe trying to make trades with people to try to improve their production to boost his own.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, he seems to have truces with everyone, which is I don't know how to feel about that.
Oh, that's actually a great start from him. For everyone who doesn't know, Whimsia, I believe Whimsia. She allows you to make 2 of a particular building on any province. However, if you put 1, it increases that building's upkeep by 100%. So you're incentivized to put that second one down. What this does, it can really push Corrino to have that gigantic economic boost and help them build tall like they so want. Sorry?
They can't hear us, so we can only hear them.
And as for what was the name of the second?
Fenric.
Fenric lets you to discover a discovery from any province that you can see without being adjacent to it. You also can discover it earlier. But the second thing that not many people, especially myself, don't use is that if you have a treaty with someone, you can increase the production of that region by 20%, but in return, you get a portion of that production.
Sorry, could you repeat that? I didn't hear the end of it.
You just get I was just explaining the what Fenrir.
Oh, what Fenric does. Yeah, Fenric does. Okay.
Now, onto the Barons Council. Sorry. I apologize.
No, Fenric is an interesting choice because the development boosts are really, really good if you just want a weaker player to have more of a potential against their neighbor or something along those lines. But in a lobby like this, I think it's an extremely volatile choice that might bite him in the behind.
One of my favorite things to do with Fenrir, however you pronounce his name, is I love to steal the influence boxes from government-focused players.
Yeah, that's one thing it's very good for. Another thing is starving people of their tech discoveries, because tech discoveries are extremely important in getting that edge over the rest of the lobby. So
we're going promptly. As fast as
moving on to the Barons counselors, I believe he's playing with Ralban and Peter? I believe how you pronounce his name?
Peter, I don't remember.
Peter.
But the point is, he's playing with the spy counselor.
Could you do a quick check to make sure that's Ralban, so I don't accidentally give the wrong information? I don't have their pictures.
Sure. I'm not very experienced with Harkonnen, so I'll check.
But to just quickly talk about Peter for a second, he allows you to what his ability does is that you can sacrifice agents to speed up, and what not only does it speed up, but it gives you a continuous bonus where it decreases the cost of that operation, and it stacks. And it also gives you Solar based on how many agents you have currently.
Yes, it has very high potential. It is Peter and Rabban. You are correct. Yes.
So Rabban gives you an extra militia for every province, and also gives you 50 Solar whenever you kill a rebel. However, Rabban also gives you another hidden. It's very synchronistic to Harkonnen's playstyle because they get 5% for every militia in a province.
Yes.
Our lives are yours.
And also, if they don't have any militia, they suffer extreme malice. So
War is a
Exactly.
matter of movement.
manpower is one of the most important resources for Harkonnen. And
We'll
you
obey
can
your
see
wish.
his tech screen there. He's going for his usual choaming build. Not very surprising from the Baron.
I'm surprised he didn't get Arrakis Butchers quicker. Whenever I play Harkonnen, I get Arrakis Butchers almost immediately after and still fear.
Alert
Yeah,
and
I
ready
think
to
it's
strike.
the problem
Our
is you
swords
cannot
are
do
light.
it while
They cut all
also
the same.
going for a
Walking is
fast
good
choam build,
exercise.
That's true.
which I think we
We'll
talked
give them
about
a fair fight.
in the server once. That if he finds a way to get the butchers as well as the first few
Sharp as a
orange
needle.
tiers, then it's basically like
They
GG.
will learn about panache.
Moving on to the smugglers counselors, I'm gonna let Doghead talk about them because he knows them very well.
Yes, and I can see that it's Lingor gaming time, baby. Yeah, it seems like who's playing smugglers again?
It is Lolgec.
Lolgec. Yes, Lolgec has brought out Lingard Gaming. There's going to be some water manipulation going on. I'm excited to see how he plays this. It seems like his setup is made for two things. One is planting a ton of UHQs and making a ton of money off of them, and also giving a lot of water to his opponents, which might be a problem for you eventually, but you can also use that to make political plays with those, and because it makes you a lot of money, you can go for a choam push to counter the Baron's usual choaming tactics. So that's a good choice there for that. And then Staban allows you to place a third building in your UHQs. I guess I should talk about it a bit about how smugglers work in general. You can put an underground headquarters in the village of your opponent, and you can build some minor buildings that will give you bonuses based on what your opponent built in their village. And Staban allows you to put down 3 buildings instead of 2, which is very, very good if you are playing something like an aggressive build with Banerjee, where you can put down 2 of your usual eco UHQ buildings and then put down a third Banerjee building so that you can go for those early harass attacks. And with Lingard, it's also very, very good because it means you get to put down your usual eco buildings as well as the water sellers buildings. Also, Staban gives you +5 Solari per adjacent
What a nice
UHQ. Adjacent UHQ, which helps you boom early really, really fast if you are focusing on building UHQs, which I think Lolgec might be setting up for, considering how few villages he has.
And finally, last but not least, my personal favorite faction, we have, for their Ecaz counselors, we have Sonya and Mesa. Very, this particular this counselor setup is very expansion-oriented, and you want to focus on what Sonya does.
Our swords are
For
light,
every
but
sanctuary
they
you
cut
have,
all the
you
same.
get +10 Solaire and minus 50% masterpiece construction speed. With Mesa, she's a little bit more complicated. You get +3 authority generation for each masterpiece built in a neutral province. So with this particular playstyle, you can do one of two things. You can really hold someone's advance through the land
Sharp
shard
as a needle.
by filling up
Alert and ready to
districts
strike.
bordering
Walking is
their
good
faction
exercise.
so that it's filled with junk, garbage masterpieces that do nothing for them. They only do things for you. Or if you build sanctuary locations, your sanctuaries not only give you the +1 authority generation, but it also gives you the extra 9 to 15% authority generation on top of that. I've had games where I've had 20 to 25 authority generation, and the expansion you can do with it is insane. But it also is very
Yes,
reliant
indeed.
on RNG.
Also, something to notice is that everybody seems to be going for truces with everyone, which is interesting to see. It's going to make Landsrad plays, enable Landsrad plays earlier, so that's going to be interesting to see. Also, just to clarify, masterpieces give you +3% authority generation, not the full 3, as far as I'm aware.
I apologize, I misspoke. I meant to say 3%. Thank you for correcting me.
Yeah, of course.
Now that we've gotten the introductions out of play, let's talk about the beginning situations, starting with Corrino. And
War is a matter of movement.
based on just a quick look, how do you feel about the particular starting location for Corrino?
I think they have a nice situation with their main base being so far back and so far away from the two very aggressive factions they could have spawned next to, which is actually all three of them are fairly aggressive, or can be fairly aggressive, but knowing that the Baron always chokes, you can expect him to be less aggressive in general. But yeah, it's lucky he didn't spawn next to Ecaz or Smugglers. Otherwise, I think the main challenge for the Corrino player here is going to be finding a good spot for that second base. Currently, as I'm looking through his map, there's no very natural placement for that second base. So that's going to be interesting to see where he decides to put it down.
If you were in his shoes, where would you place the second base?
Ooh, I would probably either go for some aggressive plays and take that region that the Baron just raided, or seeing that the Smuggler player is playing very passive and a few villages, I would probably put it somewhere next to that spice region there.
Alright. Now moving on over to the Baron. Let's see how his starting is. A quick explanation. So Baron seems to start with a pretty good setup. He has access to 3 spice regions, but also one of the best special regions is the Derelict Ship.
Yes, and the Derelict Ship is extremely good because 1, it is a special region, of course. 2, it allows you to only have to build the guild station that allows you to build spaceships, because it gives you a +1 passive income to your guild favors, which means that you don't really have to spend spice or influence on trying to get your mothership out, or if you want to play some harass gauge with flyers, your fighters out. And that can be extremely good for some factions. Harkonnen is questionable in how good the Overlord is. It's not a bad ship by any means, but it kind of dwarfs next to the oppressive power of the Cronus for House Corrino, or the extreme utility of the Wraith for the Smugglers.
I would also like to add, I think it's a little worse than the Ecaz ship. Not many people use it, but when you're under attack by the Ecaz monument ship, if you turn it over to the blue song, Lullaby, I believe, it actually slows down physical damage 50%.
Yes,
I
it's
found
extremely
We got
good.
the big game right.
Especially like it helps you even escape, right? Like if you are in a bad situation and your monument is exposed a bit, then it increases
One
its
for parry,
defenses
and
extremely.
one for strike.
So it's a very good
Mm.
power to have. And I think the monument is definitely better than the Overlord. I think the only ship that is definitely weaker than the Overlord is the Kraken.
I don't think we talk about the Kraken very much.
Yeah, the Kraken is the Atreides ship. The Atreides, as I would argue, and I think most people would agree, the weakest faction right now. They don't have a lot of proactive plays to make. And they have very passive play style, and in my opinion, in my personal opinion, it's kind of
Muskets are
a
loaded.
problem for the game as well right now, because it encourages like the player playing Atreides to just be extremely passive and not really affect the game much.
And I agree with you. I feel like they take a lot of choices away from other players. The ceasefire is a cool ability they have, but a lot of the other things just feel like it removes options from both the player
Yeah,
playing as Atreides, but also other players, and kind of just takes away fun out of the game.
yeah, I tend to agree. I think the Atreides as a faction need a bit of a change,
Mm.
but we'll see how Shiro decides to handle that. Maybe that's why the hero update is so far pushed. Who knows?
Alright, moving over to Lolgec. Let's check out his spawn and see where he is expanding to once the council is done.
Yes. Interesting council so far. There wasn't anything like groundbreaking that's been happening.
At your
It looks like a
command,
sweep.
my lady.
That's good for everybody, I
We'll
think.
shoot them full
I didn't see
We'll hunt them like the animals they
the
are.
lens rad was changed so that it affects everybody, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, so
Yeah.
this is actually this is very interesting. I wanted to ask you. So is this normal smuggler play where he only has 4 provinces right now? Is that why whenever I play smugglers it feels terrible? I get too many provinces?
Yeah, maybe. I tend to go for a lot of provinces myself as well, because a good percentage of the big end games comes down to hedge races.
You honor us, fair lady.
If you can figure out a way to keep up with hedge with the rest of the lobby while still
Walking is
having
good exercise.
sorry, brain fart. While still having that small amount of regions, that is extremely good. But it's very rare that you can do that, especially in a high skill lobby like this. I'm curious to see how it works out. We can also see that he's going to attack Corrino. This is a very
The
early
first aggression of the game,
push.
yeah.
Yeah, I think this is doomed. I don't have a lot of hope for this push, especially seeing as Corrino was well prepared for it. He spawned extremely far from the Corrino player. This might be a mistake.
I'm gonna check
We'll
out.
see in a second, though.
Oh yeah, exact. So I saw that the smugglers player had went deep into the military tree, and now Corrino's coming in. It being eaten by Shao-Lud. Oh, Shao-Lud strikes again. He's only coming in with a 45 CP army versus the smuggler giant.
Yeah, but if he can disable those snipers as he's doing, this is not going to end well for
that's some
the
really
Smugglers
good.
player.
Yeah, I agree. That's some really good micro from Corrino. Oh, this is really surprising.
Yeah, I told you. Like this was a doomed attack. The problem with Smugglers, especially against Corrino, is Corrino is your hard counter.
We got the big game.
Corrino can put out a lot of small units, right? Like conscripts are extremely cheap. They are fairly weak, but they can harass your backline very easily. And an attack like this can turn into a disaster, just like we've seen. Or we're seeing right now, although he seems to be winning with those scavengers cleaning up in the background. But Was this really worth it? Is this going to be enough? We'll see.
Yes, my lady archduchess.
If you were in the shoes, would you just try to pillage that province, or would you try to, liberate it?
I think pillaging is the option here, because you don't, like, after a massive loss of manpower like that, you kind of need to reevaluate and think about what you're going to do next. Because, like, this push is not going to succeed. It's not going to go to the main base, so there's no chance for an early Corrino knockout. And there goes the...
There goes the...
ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you can hear it.
that just destroys the smugglers' push. They may be able to get this pillage. No, they might not even get the pillage off. They got it just in time.
That pillage is going to fail as well.
Oh,
This is brutal.
no.
I think this is gonna mark this game for the smugglers.
Ooh.
But we'll see. Maybe they can figure something out. Maybe they have a play I cannot think of up their sleeve.
Yeah, I'm sure
But
smugglers
this
wants
does
to
not
try.
look good.
Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm sure smugglers want to try to at least siphon the spice from Corrino, but with the second base drop in there, Corrino can just push in and just remove that.
Yeah, once Corrino has at least 2 siege engines, this is just a failed attempt. I would have just abandoned this whole endeavor.
And moving on to Ecaz, I'm trying to judge how good their start is. Let's see. With Ecaz, you want to have at least 2 to 3.
Oh, that might be a missed price tax. That's brutal.
Oh, that's
really
missed
bad.
spice. Oh, that's really bad for this particular playstyle because Ecaz wants to expand quickly. She's going to lose the bonus authority generation she gets from spice tax. Oh, they paid it.
Muskets are loaded.
Oh god, okay.
That was super
I don't
close.
know why. Yeah, that was down to the wire. That was very well played by the Ecaz player, I have to admit. I was not expecting them to make that one.
So interesting choices. Zis has decided to make both of the fuel cell regions into sanctuary spaces.
That's interesting. Okay, I often hear that without their war banners, Ecaz is nothing. How do you feel about that?
I have to agree with Ecaz play. Ecaz really focuses on giant blob fights and stacking their the aura bonuses onto each other. The war banners is one of their best units because it does 3 things. It gives you a 10% attack speed buff, gives the enemy a minus 10 attack speed buff, and it also, if you have the technology for it, it gives you passive manpower generation for each war banner you have. Usually having 2 is the ideal number. And usually Ecaz, if they don't have those banners, or if they don't have the fuel cells for their monument, they really do suffer late game.
For new adventures.
Yeah, well, we'll see how this works out. Maybe they know something we don't, but...
Yeah, I'm very curious about their playstyle, but I see they also they're probably going to make a run for the Worm's Nest, which is unfortunately really close to the Smuggler players. And as an Ecaz player myself, I know that if there's a Smug player, I go as far away as them as I can.
Yeah, that is fair. Ecaz does struggle a lot against Smugglers. It's an unfortunate situation.
To do a quick little pause, I'm looking at the influence and the water cell is up to grabs. Ecaz is using a lot of their votes on pausing
oh god, I'm really curious who the Smugglers put their bounty on. It can be themselves.
It's probably
They're never gonna
themselves.
oh my god.
I knew that I can believe in the Baron.
Yeah, people are greedy.
I think we missed a massive worm eating contest, but it seems like the Smugglers play work at the Water Cellar with their Lingar Gaming, which might potentially be really, really good.
Actually, I wonder just changing over to the
Yes, my
Baron,
Lady
who probably gave a
Archduchess.
lot of votes for Smugs, he's already sitting at 10,000 in the bank. I wonder if we'll be able to see how much Chom he's already bought, because if you played against
Ooh,
Baron,
that eco factory placement is also really, really good.
Yes.
the one thing Baron looks
Uh,
more than Spice is just suck up as much Chom as possible, and
We got the big
unfortunately he only has 3 Spice regions.
Well, 3 is all you need, especially as Harkonnen. If you can stack those bonuses, keep those oppressions up, it might be a very, very rough situation for the other players. Since the smugglers seem to have had that failed early push, and Corrino was also beaten by that attack. Ecaz seems to be the only one who's unbothered. But if they just let the Baron get fatter and fatter, he's just gonna roll over everybody as usual.
Well, classic Harkonnen play. I got to look at the buildings in his main base, and of course he went 3 into economy.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's not even a question.
Yeah, it's not
especially with the Baron Psychedelic playing the Baron.
Let's see, moving over to Lolgec again. He seems to recover from his thing. Oh, he's whispering Ecaz. Just need third. They're being political
Well,
with each other.
They seem to realize the choming has begun. It seems it seems interesting to me that Corrino somehow lost his defense in the end. I can see that the smugglers have very good manpower generation. I wonder if that's what lost Corrino their fight there.
Yeah, so the smugglers have almost twice the amount of manpower generation as the smugglers, so he probably just drowned them under the weight of all of his units.
Yeah, and now he can definitely make these pushes.
This is really dangerous, though. There's double turrets and the base. Gotta be careful with those snipers.
I mean, if you can remove the turrets, this should be an easy cleanup. Although, I don't know. This feels weird. I'm not sure how much more can smugglers do from this position.
If you were smugglers, would you try to focus on a whole different region entirely? Oh wait, it looks like smugglers has been attacking the Corrino's northern.
Yeah. The fuel cell region and this region next to it has been pillaged, I think.
Well, it looks like Lolgec knows who the real problem is. The general lobby kill of Corrino. He's doing a really good job keeping him down and killing fuel cell and the spice regions.
Yeah, the only problem is Ecaz is not able to help because they spawn on the other side, and we both know the Baron. It's not in the Baron's best interest to help this push, so...
Yeah, I'm sure the Baron just likes to sit on his laurels and just cackling as he slurps up all the chom.
On the move.
Yeah,
Yes, my
exactly.
lady. On the
Especially
move.
when he
Okay.
can direct the aggression of the lobby against such an easy target as a Corrino player.
Just doing a quick look at everyone's hedge, we have 11k on Ecaz. Baron's at almost 10k where he gets his bonuses. Let's see, Lolgec is at about 10k. And, Corrino is last place with 8.2, but we know that doesn't matter too much.
Yeah.
Back to...
Yeah, this seems like an interesting situation for all the players involved here.
Do you think someone's going to try to go for the gov win in this, or do you think it's going to go down to the usual hegemony race?
Honestly, I am not sure how this is going to go because
Yes, my lady
obviously
Archduchess.
Chom is contested, needs to be contested if they don't want the Baron to just run away with it, or they don't want to have a very tough 3v1 against him.
Honorable knights at your service.
Gov, I'm not. My general experience with Gov plays in recent games has been that since everybody has a good amount of influence, it's very, very rare that you can get away with it. the Baron is the perfect target for the speaker vote.
At your
So
service, my lady.
we'll see.
Well, from my personal experience, I generally agree that if in a free-for-all game, going against 3 other people with influence who know what they're doing, it's really hard to get and keep the gov votes. Usually what I'll do, and I'm sure Doghead has experience with this, I'll usually try to assassinate one person and then try to push that gov win afterwards. So usually then I'm sure I can beat 2 people, but being 3 people in influence, it'll be hard no matter what faction you are.
Yeah, and now we can see the issue with that smuggler early push. It definitely allowed him to push Corrino out of this game and make sure that they cannot recover and dominate this lobby. But at the same time, as you saw, the Baron is moving in and doing his usual thing of just going around and raiding everybody he can get his fat fingers on. And 20k Solari is looking real fat right there.
And the current month's sell rate is really good, so Baron's trying to sell as much as he can, make 500 Solar a day. It's still pretty early in the game too. Whew.
Yeah, this we'll see how this goes, but yeah. I wonder, can we switch over to the smugglers, see how they're doing on Eco? The smugglers are doing pretty well.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I wanted to actually check out Corrino's Eco and see how they held in. Ooh, yeah, because of the constant harassment by Smugs and the push by Harkonnen and kind of cutting off Corrino's ability to expand, really slowing down Corrino's econ.
Yeah, this is...
And he takes a traitor buff to get Harkonnen off his spies.
This cannot be...
Oh, I don't know if that's Ooh. So the traitor buff gives you plus 20% damage to the faction you attack, but it greatly hinders both your sell rate and your influence gain. So for the next month, we're going to see Corrino having even worse econ than before, really putting them behind.
Yeah, I think this was a general mistake. They might have got a bit impatient.
I wonder if
they just pressed the button on attacking instead of going through the diplomacy screen.
I wonder if the Baron secretly planned and looked at Corrino's influence gain and saw that he didn't have the money, didn't have the influence to cancel the treaty.
At your service, my lady.
What is the whispering going on there?
What was that?
I can see the Baron and Ziz are discussing something.
Oh, sorry, yes. He's just... Oh, yeah, he's... So Ecaz was farming Sieges, just trying to kill them off. Which...
okay. That's a convenient excuse. Oh my god, the Baron already on 31%.
Oh, I didn't have to get it good, but he's already at 31%. It looks like the Baron is just going uncontested. We have, smugglers focusing on Corrino. Corrino's basically so far behind. And then Ecaz kind of doing their own thing.
Yeah, Ecaz is, I think... Yeah, Ecaz is doing the right thing right now and trying to knock the Baron off of his high horse there.
So actually, Ecaz has a truce with him, so he's literally just farming the Sieges, so he's not bothering him at all.
Well, the thing is that if you're Choming, you want to be the one getting those Sieges, because that does give you a good amount of money, especially as Harkonnen. It also gives you a good amount of authority, which allows you to expand faster if you need to. So, I think this is indirectly harming the Baron's Choming chances.
You're right. I did believe you forget that Harkonnen actually gets a development where it increases the amount they get from pillaging Sieges, and also, as you said, that authority generation just from killing off Sieges.
Yes.
Going back over to Smugglers, let's see how they are holding up. They don't really...
Oh, well, the artillery drones don't seem to be doing as much as they should. But here comes the fight. This might be a slaughter.
Ooh, with
Yep.
A brilliant foe to slay.
so smugglers already have their wraith out, but
Yes, my
going
lady
against
Archduchess.
3 drones is, from my experience, when I played the one time I played smugglers against Corrino, drones just destroy snipers.
Yes, snipers have very low HP, so those artillery hits really put you on the back foot.
Yes, my lady
I
Archduchess.
think it would be smart to maybe accept this one because the Baron needs to become a focus and soon.
Yeah, I just saw that Corrino and smugglers are trying to talk out and just try to make a treaty to have them stop attacking each other. Corrino really needs this because, you know, they're bleeding money every month. They have a nice little stockpile, but they're behind in
Well, it's
almost
certainly not going to be. It's certainly not going to be enough to stop the Baron's chome chances. So I don't know.
Checking over to. This is so. Sorry. I just saw Ecaz is building. They just filled out the last one. They're going looks at econ and military, probably to try to somehow go against Harkonnen's economic might. They are making a pretty decent money with 500 a month. But
Yeah.
man, 34% already.
Yeah, we'll see if the lobby manages to rally up and hopefully they can put an end to this nonsense of the Baron. And there you go. The smugglers player is doing the right thing now, focusing down the Baron's central location, probably going to eventually push into Carthage and hopefully put an end to the Baron's rule of terror.
So besides smugglers doing the right play and attacking the biggest threat in the field, which is the Baron, how else do you think the other two, both Corrino and Ecaz, how can they, try to come out ahead? Not beat the Baron, but just win the game?
That's a very, very good question. I think right now, due to the lack of information, really, I couldn't really call any of the like who has the best.
How much I hate the ref.
There goes the usual hate for the Wraith. Just deleting executioners with that cipher blob. But yeah, I'm not sure how everybody plans to win this game.
Seriously, the worst.
As you said, Ecaz is playing this extreme expansionist game, but at the same time, I haven't seen them really take any of those very important special regions or anything of the sort, though they might have.
Funny that you went across the map just to hit me.
I mean, it's not that funny when you're sitting on 34% chome, Mr. Baron. But yes. I'm not sure about Ecaz's plan to win here. Usually you would go for a hedge win, right, as Ecaz, or a government play, but I'm not really seeing anybody going for that government play. Corrino, has to take a breather here. I think they just put themselves in the hole with that betrayal against the Harkonnen. I think they kind of threw away their winning chances there. But Corrino is still Corrino. They could do some. They could do some insane thing, insane hedge pushes. But I don't see a way they can win. I'm very curious what the smugglers are planning, though. Maybe they will go for a domination victory after killing the Harkonnen. I don't know.
Not only did they get the actual betrayal, but Corrino even stabbed smugglers in the back, and they're liberating a province that's bleeding.
I think it might have been part. That might have been part of their peace agreement.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah. That is way too close to that second base.
Check what. So Ecaz still has truces with even the Baron. They're just still doing what they always do.
Very interesting.
But Ecaz is leading in hedge. I wonder if they've already have their. They probably don't have their champ yet because they're not even at wars with anyone.
Well, that is true, and also with being the lead on hedge comes a huge target on your back, so might be not the right play.
We got the Baron.
Start,
Good old Baron saying 2 versus 1. Oh yeah, that's what happens when you're over 30% hedge this early.
Yeah, Chome is it's a volatile thing. Also, it was very funny to me. As a smuggler player, I was looking at the Wraith and the drone decapping or sorry, pillaging that Harkonnen village, and I'm like, oh, where did the snipers go? How does that work? And I realize, oh, they have stealth, of course. If I'm playing smugglers, I can see them, but the opponent can't. But yeah. I think.
Whoa, this is really aggressive. Lolgec is now capturing the a province bordering the main base. This is really aggressive. I wonder if he's going to try to work with.
I mean, this is what you have to do. If someone is choming and they are close to that 40% mark, and they started that snowball rolling, yeah, you just have to go. There's no other way.
I wonder if he'll work with Corrino, if they'll ever work together and just push the main base together.
I don't think they'll push the main base together, although miracles can happen. But
we got a confrontation to try to defend the base, and it looks like no, they got the Wraith there and the snipers.
Yeah, you need a full set of mercs to counter a sniper blow like that.
They're actually going for the kill. Holy hell.
I mean, yeah, they have to go for the kill, Baron. Come on.
And not only did they just wipe it and they're taking the province, but they also had admin burden, which prevents you from building units. You can see that all the Baron has in the thing is 2 mercs that come out really slowly. Oh man.
Yeah, but what are those mercs going to do? Like, I don't know.
Against the Wraith and the sniper army, it's oof.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do anything, let's be honest here.
It's actually looking pretty dire for the Baron.
I'm on the clock.
Baron's army's in shambles. Killed off by Lolgec, which is... Unfortunately, no one else is kind of jumping on the opportunity. This would be a great time for Ecaz to, push in.
Yeah, this is strange to me. Why, like, at this point in this time of the game, somebody needs to do something.
Ecaz is trying
either kill off the Baron, free up some Chome, free up their own armies, and be able to, start another push or anything along those lines. Maybe go for another push on Corrino for the smugglers. That could be a thing. Who knows? I'm not really sure what the players could do here that would get them out of this pickle where everybody is pushing their own win. In the end, it might end up being a well, there it goes. Yeah, smugglers are saying truce to the Corrino.
Something I didn't think that was possible. They finally made amends and they finally made peace. Probably focusing on the biggest threat on the field. This could give Corrino the chance to catch up.
Also, I don't know if you caught that, but Corrino is also not focusing on finishing their districts proper. They are mixing orange with blue buildings down in their second base.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, interesting to see that. I'm
in
very
what
curious why that is.
Would you focus on the not getting the district bonuses, but instead mix and match?
I don't know. I'm honestly kind of baffled by that choice. I'm not really sure why you would do that.
Maybe it was spur of the moment thing where he just had to have that building. Maybe he'll change it later?
Who knows? I mean, he is on 4 spies, and those harvester buildings, they do help quite a bit.
I want to see how the Baron is recovering. Baron isn't recovering very well. I wonder if the Baron just really greeted and he only has 2 training. If everyone else could, oh man. If only anyone had like some kind of ornithopter by to see how many units the Baron was making, they'd be able to see that he has almost nothing in the retro. He went so hard far in the greed.
He was so greedy. I mean, it's the Baron. What did you expect?
But this is super greedy. You're like way past mid game, and you only have 2 training spots. It takes you 300 years to recover.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. There's
We have the
final
Gov vote. Wow, that's a pretty early Gov vote.
It might be. That's an early gov vote, and also Chom on everyone by the Emperor.
Well, with the combined efforts, Ecaz Smugglers are the one up for it, but it's impossible for them to get it. Ecaz easily beats them.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're expecting to gain here. Maybe the Baron gets greedy here. But even that is not enough.
That is a stretch. That sounds like
massive amounts of influence that Ecaz has.
If you were in Lolgec's shoes, would you try to do the similar thing and try to push the gov vote, but just don't throw your votes in, see if anyone votes for you?
Yeah, maybe try and get that 30% authority real quick. I'm not really sure.
What?
I'm not sure if that's a good diet. I mean, they can easily beat him on loss, right? Especially because Ecaz still has all their votes.
Yeah, Ecaz saved all their votes. So Smugglers got the 10K the first time someone gets voted as govs.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to go anywhere.
That's a very interesting choice. Wow, okay.
How can I help?
Now
the problem is here, I think, that this mostly benefits the Baron.
Yeah.
Because now he can try and you know, push his fat fingers into those cracks in the alliance between all of the other players in the lobby, and try and tear them apart and say, oh, look at the smugglers, they're gov win or whatever. So this might create some tension that is going to hinder this huge defense against the Baron that they built up.
And just going back over to Ecaz real quick, they're just fine doing their own natural thing, not even trying to take any provinces. If I was in Ziss's shoes, I would have attacked Harkonnen a long time ago.
Well, maybe he knows something we don't.
That's very true. Maybe he's fine not making enemies and is trying to coast with hedge.
Yeah. Although with everyone having such a volatile amount of influence, I don't know. I'm not really sure what the Ecaz has in their sleeve.
Just moving over to Corrino, their economy is improving. They still only have 10 fuel cells remaining, but they also have the Kronos and 4 drones. So that's...
Yeah, and now they're taking Web to Valley. Yeah, this might be the Corrino comeback that I hate to see.
Like I said at the beginning of the game, seeing the Corrino win by hedge, but they still have a long way to go to be able to catch up.
Yes, my lady Archduchess.
And that is very true. Although I think only Ecaz is 3k ahead, which is...
Yeah.
It's not hard for Corrino to gain on them.
Just checking up on the Baron. Baron's econ is pretty good, even at 2.7 sales. He's still making almost 900 a day.
We're eager for new adventures.
The Chom portfolio went through, right?
I have no idea. I didn't see it.
I'm gonna guess just based on the red.
Oh yeah, probably.
Icon that it probably did go through.
So unfortunately, because the Baron has gone so greedy with Chom, both his military and his influence late game mean nothing. Like, it's been like several weeks since the last vote, and he only has 60 influence.
Yeah, but as I said, there we go. Yeah, you can see the portfolio went through. But as I said before, he is still above 30% show, I think. Even after the portfolio shred. And he is building his eco back up, so I don't know. It might have been a mistake to leave him alive.
Just moving over to the smugglers. I wonder if it's... Oh, okay, we have like double scavengers just trying to get some extra money.
Yeah, but it's a bit late for that.
Yep, usual thing. Get defense for your knights, make them tankier.
Yeah. It's interesting to see that this is going for that AoE reduction, because against smugglers, that's not going to do much, but against Corrino, that is almost necessary.
But against Harkonnen, it also doesn't do much. So it's very interesting choice that both he got the defense spots against AoE, and he has 0 fuel cells.
Yeah.
With no banners.
Well, who knows? This might be the ride of the Rohirrim. Only knights.
So with 500, I'm guessing... I wonder how far... Yeah, so with 14 development... With 14 with 14 research, I don't think Ecaz is very far in the statecraft tree. So that's why they only have a maximum of 500 votes right now.
Anything for our liege.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious. Is Corrino boosting anybody's development right now? I don't think they are.
Well, we got Corrino spying on the smugglers, but also he is allied with he has treaties with both smugglers and Ecaz, but I don't think... Is there a on-screen indicator that shows that?
No, I don't. I'm not sure. I think he has to click on the specific village, but I don't think he has. Like, his eco wouldn't be suffering this badly if he was boosting somebody's development. So this is a curious choice, not really utilizing that Fenric pick. This is also why I say that the Ramsham is usually a better pick, because he just gives you those passive bonuses that you love, and yeah, why would you not to go for that?
And with the early Sardaukar, it may have been able to have been that little extra push to fight off the smugglers early game.
Exactly. Like, as I said, there's a smuggler in the lobby. Not taking a Ramsham might be a mistake.
Okay, there's a loss of rights.
There's Speaker. Yeah, and there's Speaker, and look at that smuggler influence.
That's smuggler influence. Whoa, we actually... I wonder if this game's gonna... Well, we know that he's gonna lose government right now, and all his seats.
Yes. Yes, but he might gain Speaker out of this, which might have been enough of a gambit. Let's switch over to Smuggler's screen. Let's see what they're doing.
So actually, what they may want to do is give Corrino or probably not Ecaz. If I was in their shoes, I would try to give Corrino the speaker choice. Because
I think you have to take it for yourself here.
Well, I mean, like everyone else. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knew they were good. I think people realized what was going on there.
Yeah.
And accepted the smuggler is going to take Speaker there. Very dangerous position now for everybody else in the lobby. Especially with that insane influence boom that the smugglers just produced.
If I was in Lolgec's shoes, I'd probably start trying to look for a way to kill off Ecaz with either assassination or probably assassination push to try to get them out so that I could win by gov.
I don't think you can. The problem is Ecaz has been sitting on their laurels this whole game. Nobody attacked them. They didn't have to fight anybody. It's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let's move
But
on.
knocking out Corrino is the second best thing he can do here.
Let's move over to. Let's see what. Yeah, just looking over at Ecaz, they're still doing the same thing they've been doing all game, just friendly with everyone. Max Landshard and wait, what's this? I don't know what that says. Cool.
Oh, is the quality poor on your end as well?
Oh no, it's a different language.
Oh, of course.
But they are
That's
talking.
cheating.
They are talking about the Baron and how much money he has in stock, which, 7K for the Baron this late, it actually isn't that much. He is at 36% though. He did.
Yeah, I mean, I told you
Yeah,
they
you
should have
did.
finished off the Baron when they had the chance.
Yeah, Baron,
Because now he can catch up on all those red tag that he ignored this whole game.
yeah, Baron
and
has
then
been
make
so
his
greedy all
comeback.
game. He just now got 55 CP.
Yeah, but in the end, it might not matter.
Yeah, I
Because-
agree. I was just saying that he's been greedy this whole game, and he's been allowed to do it.
We're a beacon of light in the
Yeah,
dark.
he's been getting away with murder this whole game.
And he's probably hit all those provinces with...
We're
Wait,
eager
I
for
thought,
new
actually,
adventures.
he doesn't have much in his Still Fear, does he? I need to see his development tree, but I don't think he got in Still Fear. No, that was the... Sorry, that was a Smuggler tree that I saw that he didn't have anything.
No, a
within
smuggler
tree.
had no.
Yes,
Yeah, had no
Lady
green tree,
Archduchess.
which I think is an interesting choice.
We're honored to
Usually, you want to rush those authority texts so that you can have that meager authority that you have this whole game, just so you don't fall behind in a late game patch push. But with his let's call them interesting Lensrad game plays, this might work in his favor.
I am hearing
Let's get to
something in the
business.
background. Something's fighting, but I don't know where it is.
How can I help?
Oh, that's,
Well,
We have the
I might be just a Baron doing his raining round.
oh, actually, the
Oh
Baron...
no, Ecaz has finally tagged. Look at
Yeah,
Ecaz.
Yeah, Ecaz is finally... Wait,
Knights
what?
at your service. We'll show
There it is.
Yeah, so Ecaz has finally decided to attack the Baron and trying to jump on them. Starting to take provinces.
We're honored to serve.
Just about time, I think.
Wandering
Well,
knights.
This should have happened much earlier, probably. Especially now that the smugglers are going to be in that very, very comfortable position for that gov vote. I don't know. This might be too late.
Honorable knights.
Tell me, have anybody else gotten attacked this game, or just me?
Yeah, the Baron throwing in those cries of help as he usually does, trying to win some favor with the lobby. I don't think it's going to work in this lobby, I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if the Baron's going to try to defend his No.
Oh,
Corrino,
come the fuck off.
everyone's
Yeah,
attacking
no, I like-
Harkonnen now.
I mean,
They're actually queuing up to kill me.
this had to happen, I think.
What's wrong with you guys?
But the problem
We
is,
have the Baron.
Smugglers is going to benefit from this immensely.
Yeah, I agree, but this is
Because
only really helping the Smugglers most of all. They currently beat both Ecaz and Corrino when it comes to votes.
sorry about that. Yeah, this might be a
Actually,
mistake. This might be too late by
where
far.
is the Kronos? I'm surprised. I guess the Kronos is lagging behind, but I feel like this army...
No, I think they might use the Chronos to do a double prong attack.
Oh, probably.
because it's not worth throwing in all your troops in one part when you can have the Kronos and fly about and push on different fronts.
Corrino and Smugglers are still paired up, so they're both going to double team this army from the Baron.
Although Smugglers is retreating from the fight.
And Corrino's army has just been wiped.
Ooh, this is not looking good for the rest of the lobby.
Oh,
I
wait,
think.
he won. Sorry, I had to retreat. No supply.
Well, he's not wrong. He did run out of supply, but I think that might have been an intentional play there, letting Corrino's army get karate chopped by the fat fingers of Baron.
I wonder if the Smuggler is taking advantage of the fact that he might have known that Ecaz was also attacking to the north, and maybe, as you said, taking that advantage of just trying to wipe Corrino's army as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like in the coming few votes, if he manages to grab a hold of Governor, this might get ugly.
So let's look. It's been a while since I looked at. Oh, whoa, that is not right.
Yeah, let's look at what Smugglers are doing.
Okay. Lolgec.
Because this is their game. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, they're not obstructing. Why? That would be so good for them. Yeah.
So what do you think Smug is trying to do here? Is he going to try to force through the Gov vote again, which wouldn't really serve much of a purpose because he already got the 10k from the first time, or do you think he's going to try to force someone to be truce with everyone? Oh, well, that answers my question.
I think they're gonna try and go for Gov here.
Remember, he got speaker.
Yeah, and the Baron speaking my mind.
There's no way they're gonna let him get away with this, though, right? Yeah, they easily beat him.
Yeah, I think they easily beat him in this vote for sure. The problem is going to be if they are smart enough. Yes,
yeah,
exactly
so,
what he's doing
Smuggles
now.
didn't even throw in any votes for this. So maybe he's trying to save up for the next vote.
And he probably should have thrown in some votes to make sure that the Baron gets the truce, because this means that that the other two players must keep focusing on the Baron if they don't want to lose the game to his chilling antics. But he can sneakily keep building up his influence in the background, trying to get that Gov.
Oh, the chat's now talking about killing Harkonnen, but Baron's trying to plead for his life. There's no way he could fend off 3 people at once, but the Baron does have truces with everyone.
Yes, that's what I said.
Oh yeah, I apologize. I thought you were. I didn't realize for some reason I didn't put 2 and 2 together that you said that Baron has the truces.
Yeah, exactly. And I was saying that probably it might have been the best play for the Smugglers to push for Baron to have those truces, so that the other players have to wait to make that push for his base while he keeps showing.
So Baron's army is filled with Cerberuses and Executioners. It's just a very defensive army.
Yeah. I mean, and he doesn't need more for raiding villages, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just clockwork.
I haven't checked out Corrino in a while. Let's see how he's doing. He doesn't have a lot of passive hedge yet. His econ has really improved, though. He's really recovered his econ. He's making almost 1,000 with only 1.9 per month.
Yeah, but is that enough for anything? Right? Like, as we see right now, since he's not really pushing out his borders anywhere, he's not really gaining any passive hedge or any special region hedge or anything along those lines. I'm not really sure if this is the right play. Just building eco while Smugglers is threatening with that Gov play, and then Ecaz is seemingly running away with
Honorable
Hedge.
knights at your service.
Well, now that we hit close to the end game, who do you think is the real showrunner? Who is the real threat, and how can? Let's start with that first. Who is the real threat here?
I think the two real threats right now are going to be Ecaz and the Smugglers. Although the Baron might waddle his way to victory on Cho, but I think Ecaz with his currently free reign over Baron and his lands might be a real threat for that hedge win. Because as you can see, there's the cruiser and there's the polar sink ripe for the capture right now, and of course the smuggler player, who I have to give it to him, that gov play is really smart and really beautiful, but the question is, will he have the time to execute it in the next land rat? That's really the question.
Hold up a
right
second.
now,
We
and
got Corrino and the smugglers trying to talk over the fact that someone wants a spice region. So Corrino, smugglers is threatening to keep away.
Yeah, and if you look at that influence game of smugglers,
Yeah.
this is not looking good.
Oh, this is. Unfortunately, the Baron doesn't have much in the bank. He only has 1,000, and he's not even making that much money every month. So maybe this was. I wonder if this was a questionable choice to try to have your victory screen come up so quickly.
No, I think this is the right thing to do right now. As he often says, very proudly so, choming is all about weight. If you can push enough weight ahead of yourself, you can push for that chom win. Right now, if you would wait, both Corrino and Ecaz, and actually even the smugglers, are in a very good position eco-wise this late in the game. So he would have no chance of winning Chom unless he just went full steam ahead. I think it's a very smart play by him.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is going to be, well, mostly Ecaz, because Ecaz now has a Caster's Valley that he can very easily
Yes, my lady
execute on, and just take those two special regions from the Baron and run ahead on Hedge, and nobody can catch him, I don't think.
So, just because I'm a sucker for it, why do you think that no one has tried to go for any type of assassination attempt?
I think it's mostly because of the ban on the assassination exploit.
So yes, I forgot to mention that early in the game, but this lobby is currently playing under a house rule that they agreed on, that they will not add in a cell search after the assassination has been started.
Yes, there's a known exploit that you can do on an assassination attempt, where you can put down two infiltration cells to enable your assassination to begin, but you can still retain the operation itself that lets you put down the infiltration cell, and then, of course, putting down the third one at a random location that you have a relative easy access to. It's going to be really hard for the other player
1 minute,
to.
please.
Oh, we're calling for a pause real quick on our game.
Thanks.
Yes, that's very good, because I was going to go and take a quick bio break, so I'm going to do just that.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I
Ecaz
think
with 26
you could-
passive hedge.
Yeah, you could also go through, talk about who's doing, how is everybody doing on Hedge and all that. I'll be right back.
All right. So as, unfortunately, now that I'm alone, just do a quick rundown on everyone's Hedge. I can get caught up. We have Corrino with 18.1. We have the Baron with 21. Smugglers in last place with only 16.
You're ready.
That is not the right prayer. And we have Ecaz actually behind, almost tied with the Baron, just a little bit behind them with 20k. Now that we've restarted the game, oh man, I believe Smugglers were going to really try to go for that gov push. They currently have 800, they have around 900 votes for the House, which dwarfs everyone else. The only person that really combats them is Ecaz. No, Corrino. Corrino decided to... So what Corrino did, let me move over to them real quick, is that they have built a district for 3 statecraft buildings, would give them an extra 100 votes, but they also put their monument, which doubles the bonuses they get from those districts. So Corrino now is getting close to Smugglers' votes with almost 800, not even max. So he can easily just force his way through the council. Now we have Smugglers here who's trying to vote for themselves, but they may not put any votes towards themselves. Yes? Smugglers forced through the vote.
Guess that's game then.
With Smugglers
Damn,
with both speaker and gov vote, they force themselves through. So now they have 30 days to survive. All Smugs need to do to win is just defend their base. So as you can see, they're pulling back their armies to the main base because everyone's going to start jumping on them as soon as possible. But everyone spent most of their influence, which you need to do to cancel out a treaty, on that vote. But everyone seems to have enough, so I feel like this is the time that everyone needs to get up their laurels and really start attacking.
At your command, Archduchess.
That was such a close vote. Because of the minor houses, Smugglers were able to force themselves through.
Honorable knights at
But
your
it doesn't
service.
seem like anyone's trying to attack them yet. They only have about 25 days to do it.
Oh my god, did it happen? Holy shit.
It was
So are we attacking?
because of the
or
minor
just
houses,
gonna
not everyone trying to
sit
jump
there
on
and
the vote. Smugglers were able to force himself through with over 1,000 votes, even though Corrino themselves had 800 votes.
I don't know. Will I check?
Well,
And Smugglers has the speaker, so all they have to do is survive for
No,
30
I
don't.
don't.
To win.
What's wrong with you guys?
we-
Actually
I mean-
get really pissed.
well, as much as the Baron likes to talk, they are absolutely correct. If they focus on the Smugglers now, he might want to wait on Chome.
So in your
So-
in your personal opinion, how
Honored to serve.
can Smugglers defend very well against 3v1?
Go anywhere when needed.
I mean, at this point, very easily. Nobody else seems to be mobilizing against them other than Harkonnen.
Ecaz just canceled their agreement with them, so they are going to try to attack.
We're eager
At
for
least they're
new
going to try,
adventures.
but I think days are passing really, really fast right now.
Oh yeah, Ecaz the nearest airport is at least 2 provinces away from the
Well,
nearest
I'm
border.
outside, Smugs.
Yeah, not just that, but Smugglers have a very easy time stopping Ecaz from that attack. And then if they can preemptively hit that Ecaz army, delete it, and then
Yes,
fight
my lady
Harkonnen,
Archduchess.
this is not looking good for the rest of the lobby. I'm not sure what Corrino is doing, but Corrino
I'm
needs to
fighting
step up.
Smugs. Somebody help.
Yeah, I'm coming.
So
Under
Corrino
there?
is taking a forward base, but he still has a treaty.
Sorry,
with them.
Lolgec, but what to do?
But it seemed, but Harkonnen
Oh,
did.
this might be a good play. No, actually no. This is... Oh god. I hope they're
I
not
do
doing
not
what I
have
think they're doing.
demo units. So I
Harkonnen
actually
has
wait
almost wiped most of...
Yeah, they're doing but exactly what I think they were doing. They're breaking their truce with betrayal. Yeah, they have it. They should have it now.
Brilliant foe to slay.
They should
Even
have it now.
Corrino broke the truce with them, so everyone's jumping on Smugglers right now, and Smugglers' army is really weak. All they have is a few snipers left, and they're currently ported on both sides, being at 3v1, like we said.
Yeah, this is done. This is done.
This is the end of
Unfortunately, this is what I was saying. Smugglers has an easy time deleting the Ecaz army, not so much the Harkonnen army.
Yes, my
So
lady
their
Archduchess.
best bet would have been to try and fight the Ecaz army preemptively,
Okay, GG.
delete that army.
It's not possible with 3
Yeah, delete that. I mean,
And without
Here's the thing.
Mercs, like,
Here's the thing, right?
zero chances.
Here's the thing, right? The Smugglers player had an absolute chance to lead the Harkonnen, and they decided not to, which was, as I said, a mistake right at the moment they did it. But again, to finish my thought, I think the Smuggler player would have had to attack the Ecaz player there, make sure that army is gone, that almost got there first, let the Harkonnen capture that village, and well, they might have a chance against that Corrino Harkonnen 2v2 or 2v1, although slim, but they might have been able to defend themselves there.
Well, as we can see on the screen, Lolgec is out of the finals. He was 3v1, but maybe going a little bit too quick with, or as Doghead was saying, didn't properly fight off the armies. But now we have a 3-person lobby left. What is who do you think is the leader now? Is it going to be Harkonnen with their 41% chome?
No, I think that now puts them at a disadvantage. That puts a target on their back, especially because they are leading on hedge right now, even if they don't have any passive.
That's true.
Going. That always puts a target on your back, winning or quote unquote winning, because obviously it's like on hegemony, but winning two win cons always puts a very large target on your back.
Also, just to quickly add, unfortunately for Harkonnen, with this great sell price of 4.4 to sell Spiced, he is stocking more than he. Oh, there he goes. Now he's selling as much as he can just to get 2.3k a month, a day.
Jesus.
That's what I was like wondering. Like he was allowing to go on. He just wanted to be able to pay off this month's stocks.
Yeah, which is fair.
Yep. With Corrino,
I think.
Oh, sorry. You go.
I think Corrino might have the best chance here if they play their cards right.
Why? Please explain.
Because they now have access to a lot of special regions that were claimed by the smugglers, and while it's going to cost them a lot in authority, it's easily going to push their passive head generation well above what they need. And as you can see, they are only 1k behind everyone, and because of the 41% chome that the Baron is sitting on, they might be able to get that sneaky Corrino hedgewin that we all hate.
He also has quite a big authority saved up in the bank, 460.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how Zis doesn't have that much more authority generation compared to Corrino. Usually with this build of Nessa and Sonya, you usually have a huge amount of authority generation, but unfortunately he hasn't been able to make that many sanctuary. He only has 3 sanct locations currently.
Yes, my lady Archduchess.
Yeah, and as I said, he had that chance to grab those 2 special regions from Harkonnen, or Harkonnen. Yeah, there we go, Harkonnen. To grab those 2 special regions from Harkonnen. But unfortunately now, after the death of the smugglers, that seems like less of a chance going 1v1 against the Fat Baron himself. Because if I was a Corrino player, I would just sit in silence and just win on my passive hedge here.
Speaking of Corrino, I can't read that, but it just seems like kind of what Corrino is doing. He currently has truces with everyone, and I don't think he has any intention of bothering anyone else. He's trying to let the betrayal debuff go away, and just try to expand southward. And Ecaz isn't really in a place to try to beat him, even though he's sitting at 400 authority. I wonder if he's going to try to expand soon, and maybe.
Well, I'm not really sure where they can expand, right? Like they are going to take that they're going to backcap that sanctuary there eventually. But doing it now, I think, would be a mistake.
I agree.
So
It'd be a little bit of a mistake to make it too early because then you both lose at a 30 generation, both stacking a 30 generation box, but also kind of hurts your economy because of the trait extra instances of traits you get. So I feel like he shouldn't worry too much about trying to take it. He should trying to push south.
yeah, he might just have a unit there just to like be able to click that button at any time, as we can see him walking up the assassin there.
Well, he is at 24k now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If Corrino is not going to contest this push, and Harkonnen seems to be happy just reigning around, they might have it here.
Harkonnen's actually attacking south as well.
They're doing their usual raiding routes so that they can keep pushing Chom.
Let's see.
This is
If I was Harkonnen, I'd be trying to focus on destroying. Like, one, I would stop Corrino from taking that province right there, and I would be focusing on pillaging those special provinces too.
Yeah, I think he pillaged the special region that that was next to the other region, and that's why Corrino. Oh nope. Corrino is taking it. That's a problem. It's gonna be a problem real fast.
And Corrino just ended the truce they have, so I get. Yeah, after he takes his province, he's probably going to try to attack Harkonnen's army.
I think that might be a mistake. I think he should have just quietly kept going there.
Yeah, if I was him, I would have let Harkonnen try to be forced to cancel the treaty with me.
Yeah, exactly. Because right now either he gets Ecaz to attack him as well, or this is a risky fight to take.
Oh man, as you were saying, Corrino's really come back, especially in hedge. He's now in second place. It doesn't look like the fat man himself is gonna worry about Chom anymore. They just want to take these provinces down south where Smugs were.
So who wins the hedge race, huh?
Yeah. The Baron is realizing that he should have probably raided those villages faster now. Ecaz is doing the right thing, taking those territories. How much passive do they have? 20...
He's at 26 passive right now, while Corrino's only at 17. So with the higher... This looks like it could...
What is Corrino doing?
Corrino is... being attacked by Harkonnen, it looks like.
Yeah, this is just smart play by Harkonnen.
Yeah.
Because now he can take that spice region, probably.
Yeah, the spice region, I believe, doesn't even have an airport, so Corrino's kind of caught out of position. He's gonna have his econ, because he's only being pillaged right now. I don't think Corrino cares too much, it seems. Corrino's not pillaging.
Yeah, I don't think they should care. Like, this is just a fault. Like, they shouldn't fall for this. They should be attacking Ecaz right now.
Yeah, I agree. They should be focusing on Ecaz. Ecaz is currently at 26k, and I wonder if... Yeah, he still has... Yeah, he still has his special regions. That's at least
1.7k, yeah.
It's like 1.2, 1.7k, so he's really close to winning this game.
Ay. Not sure why Corrino went back for that push.
Worth my time.
Push there. That was a mistake. And he's not building any passive hedge. This is, I guess, it's kind of a shit show. Yeah, I think Ecaz has this one in the bag now.
Yeah, I do believe. I agree with you. With Ecaz able to just sit on their laurels most of the game and kind of, mind their own business. No one has attacked them the whole game. They've been doing all the attacking or just sitting there. But we do see Harkonnen now attacking Ecaz. The Baron himself has decided that to finally attack the front runner.
Yes, and that's what they need to be doing in this situation. They're probably going to, yeah, exactly. They're probably going to try and take that special region away from from Ecaz, but this is a very
Yes, my lady archduchess.
this is actually I think that gas placement.
Dude,
was
skip
wrong.
fight.
That gas placement was probably a wrong play there as well. Probably should have left
Doesn't mean
one
that
unit.
I'm going to leave. It is how it is.
Yeah,
He has mercs, he won't be able to stop him to liberate any village, so am I.
yeah. I think as
What the regs, I think.
as Twitch chat loves to say, he doesn't
And
know.
I think Ecaz.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know that the Baron is currently capturing that region, and as I was going to say, that gas placement was probably a mistake. He should have put it on the region he was capturing, move his units back, leave one unit to take the damage and take the village. But yeah, the problem is Corrino doesn't know. But does he? Oh, he might know. He might know. We'll see in a second.
Go anywhere when needed.
Is Ecaz almost going to be taken by shot? Oh,
Oh, his army got taken. Come on, push.
I feel
Yeah,
like this is going to be without any war banners. I feel like this and your monument out of
And-
position. This is the Harkonnen favorite
And
fight.
then look at the Corrino army coming in.
Corrino. Oh yeah, Corrino got on.
Yeah, again with that betray.
Oh my goodness! This is
they
the
love
third
those
betrayal of the
betrays.
game. Carino just jumps on in on the Ecaz main base. Ecaz is so out of position. Ecaz has no army.
Yeah.
And he's also hit by admin burden. Is this going to be another knockout?
I think so. I think this might be it for our Ecaz player, and I think this is what I said when I think Corrino is going to take this game away. Although I was very confident that the Ecaz player did the right thing there and it might be able to get away with it, but I'm not sure anymore. But this is what I said. I think Corrino is going to be able to get that sneaky win on the backline
Я
here.
даже не могу.
Oh, we
Это
got
выделить
the
мышкой, чтобы не
wonderful
стреляли
mercenary
куда надо.
spam, which is probably going to be able to hold
Я
off
в таких
Corino's
моментах
army.
даже не приближаю.
I mean,
камеру, я
if
просто
anybody,
ставлю.
Corrino should have been able to handle that mercenary spam. I think that was a micro mistake on Corrino's part.
Mm-hmm.
This would they had Ecaz dead to rights there.
Oh, it's a special. We're done. GG.
Yeah, not to mention exactly.
Ecaz won the game.
Лолджек просто, блядь, заруинил мне всю игру нахуй. Вообще. Напал на меня на
I know
третьем
what
месяце,
нахуй
блядь.
means.
В итоге...
Я думал, что он на меня просто он заспавнился далеко от меня, слава богу.
What trash talk am I getting? Somebody say.
It's not a trash talk. I just was a little bit pissed off.
Okay, I'm currently muting most of the players so we can say the end game stuff while people trash talk each other at the very end. Not many people are happy about said game, but with Ecaz taking the win through hedge, how do you think it could have been done differently, dog?
Yeah. I need to mute that bar player.
Yeah, they were a little bit too salty about that.
Yeah. I mean, they are not wrong to be salty, to be fair. I think that was all right. Baron is also extremely salty. I think this was a very frustrating game for everybody involved, and I can see why. Ecaz basically had a smooth sailing to that victory. Nobody really attacked them. They were attacking some people, but this is I was going to say earlier. I think this is what to quote Cappuccino, being the hero of the lobby does. Ecaz played their diplomacy game extremely tight. They never attacked anyone unless they were the obvious front runner. They never really picked a fight with anyone, and they were never attacked. They were allowed to just do whatever the hell they wanted that whole game. Yeah, this is what being the hero of the lobby does. You just make all the right moves, and nobody thinks that you might be a threat. Or even if they do, what they're thinking is, "Oh, this guy is the good guy. I should probably help him."
Yeah, I agree. Like they didn't even take any opportunities to fight the Baron, even when he was weakened. They just minded their own business, and because they did that, they were able to just coast to victory through Hedge, barely taking any fights at all.
Yeah, I think at the end there, Angoleiro was there was a mild mistake by Angoleiro there, not focusing down the mercenaries as they spawned, and instead trying to go for the kill on the base. Usually, if you go for base kill, you have to delete the units that are spawning outside of the base. Eventually, Ecaz is not a good eco faction. They're going to run out of money. They cannot spam mercs forever. You should have focused on deleting those mercenaries, probably. But who knows? Maybe that would have lost him the game anyway, as we were seeing that back cap on the
special regions.
On the special region was going to happen anyway. So who knows? I think both the Barons misplay there of letting go of that capture, and then the Corrino misplays there might have that ending might have been a little different, but who knows?
Yeah. He is complaining in chat. Like, what's the point to complain if he goes so heavily into Chom?
All right, let's unmute our players.
I'm gonna just end the. I'm gonna probably end the stream now. Oh wait, no, I need to have.
All right.
Fine. I'll probably cut that part out. But anyway, congratulations to this as Ecaz winning this weekly tournament. And that's all. I don't know how to end it.
I mean, I'd love to take some interviews with.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Let's do it
with the players. But they seem to have us muted still. Let me tell them to mute this.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just wanted to ask some questions to you guys, how you felt about that game. Zis, congratulations on your win. How does it feel being the winner of this week's tournament?
It's fine. Actually, I was a little bit lucky because the guys didn't focus me at all. I made many small mistakes like during the game, and I wasn't punished for this. But to be honest, it was a pretty good lobby in my opinion. I know every player here. Like in my opinion, Lolgec is top 10 player. I'm pretty sure that Angoleiro is also top 10 player. Baron also is fine. So actually, I mean, everyone had like pretty good chances.
Yeah, Baron is also top 10 player.
No, Baron definitely not the top 10 player.
I don't know if he sometimes use any other strategy than just farming Solari every fucking game.
Yeah, exactly.
But the Baron has one love in life.
I'll throw this out. I think it's fine if he's just chombing, but he needs to calm down. If he manages to not get complete red misted, and just get annoyed at the game for being the game that it is, I think he could be an extremely good player. He just needs to work on his mental.
Yeah, of course. We know each other for a long time with Baron. We started to play this game, I mean, maybe 1.5 years ago, when actually I bought this game when there is no multiplayer. There were no multiplayer. So actually, we both know each other from a long time, and I know that he can play really, really good. Not only focus on Chom, but for some reason, like last half of the year, he playing like in one style, always farming. Actually, this is why I also decided in this game to try to farm Solari as much as possible, to at least to try to stop him, while other guys try to stop him in military. I tried to stop him a little bit in Chom.
Yeah. All right. So, Angoleiro, how do you feel about this game? I feel like you got knocked out kind of early with that smuggler harass. How did that feel? How did you feel about the game?
the shittiest part about this, not the fact that I was slowed down
Angoleiro,
by
ты тут, нет?
Echo.
Пошел.
The biggest problem for me was that I was far behind by Lance Rod points.
Seems like he is away from computer.
1-2, 1-2, do it.
No,
But I can
he's
hear.
here.
I hear
I
you.
hear him.
Yeah,
Ah.
I hear you, Angoleiro.
Yeah, I hear you
So
too.
the biggest it kind of pivot moment for me was when
I mean, you hear Angoleiro? I'm the only one. who
Yeah,
do
we
not hear.
can
Yeah,
hear
maybe you
Angoleiro.
muted him or
Ah,
something.
strange. For some reason, I do not hear him. Oh, okay.
Okay. Sorry, Angoleiro, continue.
so when Baron decided to take my the most safe spice field,
Yeah.
which was free. So he ran there and decided not to pillage, just to capture. Not just to capture. He decided to capture it, and it was. I couldn't give him it at all costs. That's why I was forced to break the truce, to lose Lancelot points once first time. It slowed me down by a huge amount because I believed that I can win by Guff. I mean, I had quite good influence income, and also I changed my free district bonus to have 300 votes over plus 4 damage. So yeah, then I had
that's
to betrayed Smuggler, and then I had to betray. So I was the betrayer today, and that's why Lancelot didn't like me. Yeah.
Man, you betrayed so much that game. I think you betrayed at least 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And what were you thinking there at the end when you were attacking the Ecaz main building? What I was thinking that if maybe you could have focused down the mercenaries as they were spawning in. But of course,
I couldn't control. I'm sorry that I interrupt you. I couldn't control. I mean, I had like 50 or 20 FPS.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I tried, to make it control square, and I couldn't even see it because it didn't appear. That's why I was like, and also it was a mistake because I knew that this has mercenaries. Like there is no reason to attack his main base, but somehow I decided that with plus 30% from operation, I would be able to do critical damage for him. Then I could go for.
I think that was not necessarily a bad play. Like I think going for the kill on that main base there could have been a good play.
I mean, that was the only option, no? Because the
exactly.
special region. So even if they decap the Mount Idaho, then he wins on tax with the sanctuary. So
yeah, exactly.
The only option to kill him at that point.
Might be. I thought that it could be much easier for me to liberate special region, which was previously belonged to Lolgec, Imperial Basin. Yeah, it was quite close to me, so I could reach this village.
Yeah, I think the problem was that he was still backcapping another special region. Like he had one of the sanctuaries as a special region, which is a common Ecaz tactic to do. To leave one of your special regions as a sanctuary in the background so that you can do those quick hedge pushes at the end there faster than the Corrino passive hedge. So anyway, Lolgec, I don't know how to pronounce that name exactly, so I'm just going to pronounce it in Hungarian.
Yeah, that's it. Good pronunciation.
Okay. So yeah, that governor push was beautiful. I think like that was so very well played with all the influence manipulation. Was that your plan from the start of the game to go for governor?
Yeah. The plan was to kill one of the big houses, mainly Corrino or Ecaz, and then try to win a 1v2 governor. And
why didn't you push for the killing blow on Harkonnen then? Because you did have a chance there when your first push on the Baron was going through to deliver that killing blow and then go for that 2v1 you wanted for the end game. Yeah.
I don't know. I think I had some damage on units. I don't even know if I had siege incentives at that point.
Okay.
I don't know. I
Doesn't
felt like he would just smoke spam me. Maybe I should have tried it. I mean, yeah, I think at one point I killed his army,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I
yeah.
assume that he will have like merc spam anyway. So maybe I should have
Yeah,
checked
I
the
mean,
money more carefully.
yeah, I can tell you now, he had no red tag at that point, so he
Oh
was
my fucking
producing
And
two.
this guy is. Oh, yeah, sure. I think maybe I should have done it.
Yeah, I think that was your opening. That's what I would have done, which is why I was thinking of it. And I think otherwise that governor play was absolutely fucking beautiful, and
I think it
uh,
would have been perfect if I can just cripple Corrino early or kill him, but he
yeah,
seemed to be too strong for that.
Yeah, I will also.
yeah. I think there was a very good. He had a very good defensive position because of the distance between you two. I think when we saw you approach for that attack on his region, my thought was, oh shit, that's not gonna work out.
Yeah, I mean, I had airfield next to him. I think he just had the second base dropped pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe I mean I think the Wraith was very early, so I think with the Wraith tanking the base damage maybe, but it would be. And he wrote it to me during the game. Then what will we do against Baron? He's already choming, so maybe that changed my mind, and I don't know.
Yeah. Either way, though, I think that was like the right idea. Just the execution was not full because or you couldn't fully execute on the idea because
maybe,
of
I needed a kill definitely.
Yeah,
And
I
I
think so.
underestimated the resolution.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I fought very badly against my attackers. I should have just
Yeah.
stayed at home, I think.
No, what I was saying to Ballard was maybe you should have put up a fight against Ecaz first because that's your best match there, and then maybe try 2v1.
That was very bad. I pushed into Harkonnen with the decoy tamper. Very bad. I didn't even build the recruitment slot building. So yeah, and didn't have merc spam. So yeah, that was many mistakes.
Either way, I think that influence play was very well executed. And
But I mean, like, I'm sorry that I interrupt you twice today. I mean, when you have three guys with free lance red votes, it's like quite hard to win as government when you are only one who is eligible for government. Because we every time, no matter what, have that's why when I go, for example, for Gov win, I'm always trying to have at least second guy who is eligible. I mean, I can give him charter, for example. I don't want a water seller, and then you can much easier win someone.
Yeah, that's true.
Have to choose. And for example, if you lose, and other guy get government and he also has speaker, then everyone focuses him. When he is dead, you can go once again for gov and you can outvote 1 versus 2 quite much easier than 1 versus 3.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, but also, in my opinion, I don't think it's mistake, but maybe it's mistake. I mean, right now in current meta, you always need to focus on Chom at the beginning to have mercs. No matter in what win condition you're planning to go, governor, hegemonia, no matter your goal in the beginning to reach 10% Chom. For example, if you had mercs at this point of time, basically it was GG. We couldn't kill your main if you had 10%. So right now I'm trying to focus like in the beginning with every faction to reach 10% chom, and then you only going to your win condition. Because with Max you're actually unstoppable right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I had the money. I just greeded on it a little bit. So that's definitely then the.
I think also Shiro is probably going to fix that in the next update because everybody is complaining about mercs at this point. So let's hope so.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys for sticking around and answering some questions.
It is a nice game, I think. GG to this.
was a real competitive lobby. Like,
Yeah, it was a beautiful match to watch, and thank you guys for playing.
yeah, thanks for watching. You know, it's like we play it only for you guys. You know, we are here.
True.
It's gonna be going up to YouTube, so eventually people will see.
You recorded, yeah?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
recording right
Ballard.
now.
Oh, nice to watch. Thanks.
Yeah, Ballard, do you have any
For sticking
questions
around.
for the players before we go?
It is 3 a.m. here. I have no questions. I'm basically dead in the water.
All right. Then thank you guys for
Okay,
answering the
yeah.
questions. Thank you for the game, and good night, everyone.
Once again,
good night,
congratulations this on the hedge win, and thank you all for the game.
Yeah, thanks. See ya.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
GG.